I started it because I didn't even had any bookmarks to put in my books, so I thought maybe just like make something, and then it just progressed really quickly, and now I have these many books. I'm going to do both of the stuff because you're not holding a gun to my head. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, this video is quite interesting because I haven't posted any video for the entire month for some reason. Listen me out. Okay, the first reason is that I was kind of like not feeling well for most of this month, maybe. And second reason is that I did recorded stuff that I thought that I might post as a video, but then I started editing that stuff, and then I kind of overthink that situation. So I did started recording me painting, my first time painting with oil paints, and then I started recording it, and I'm thought, whoa, this is really boring. So I thought, I'm not gonna post this, I'm not gonna edit this, and then as I started overthinking that situation, the end of the month of October came. I thought I haven't posted really anything in the month of October, and I don't even think that I'm gonna post anything in the month of like. I didn't even posted anything, and I don't even know why I'm talking. Was I talking in future tense? Because this introduction has been like I recorded this introduction after I figured out the entire video. So like this is kind of an introduction and just recorded it last. Okay. So by the time I think I will be posting it's November, but it's the whole like month vlog. You can say that maybe. Okay, so I did started this painting with like I did started this vlog with painting my oil paintings, and I did painted cookie sorry painted everything. Like I did paint something. Okay, I did bake cookies in middle of the vlog or something, and then that thing before I baked my cookies, I was like, I'm just gonna edit this and then post it. It was like the first week of October. No, it was the second week of October that I was like, I'm just gonna post it. And then I started editing it, and I'm like, uh, even I'm finding it boring. How will people like it? So I didn't edit it, and then I'm regretting the situation right now because I should have edited that. And hope you all like the vlog, okay? Hopefully. And what I've been doing right now, like if I'm not vlogging, I'm listening to Taylor Swift's 1989 because I cannot stop listening to it. It's just there are some changes from the original version of 1989, but it's just better. And the wall tracks, I thought slut. I should not have said the word on camera because now I have to mute it. But SLUT track of the 1989 Taylor's version wall tracks was I thought it was gonna be an upbeat track or something because it has an exclamation mark. So I was like, it's gonna be something like me. Me had an exclamation mark, and then SLUT had an exclamation mark. So I thought it was gonna be something like me, but no, it was like a slow down version, and I don't know, they are so catchy. I'm like singing it every time, not because I'm using that on my reels, but mostly I'm just like I'm walking in my house, I'm like doing my chores and like something, and then I'm just like vibing through it. Okay, so I'm not gonna make this really long because I already know for a reason that this video is gonna be so long. But let's just go through what the things I did in the starting of this month. Okay, so for the first, you can actually see that I'm prepping a canvas, as you can see. So no, I'm not gonna explain through it what I'm doing actually, but you can actually see. I just added, like someone said to me, like if you add like water to just so like, and then add that to a canvas, it just becomes hard and not that bouncy texture. So I just did that, and then I might not include that here because I do not have that clip actually. But after this I let it dry like for like 1 hour, and then I drew the ladies on the canvas. Okay. And after this, the next clip was oh, I'm just seeing the clips as I speak. So now see, there we go, look at that. I do not have any explanation on why this happened. You all already know that I squeezed a bottle too hard, and then I have like to take out my palette knife and then put the color back in, because I do not need that much color to just tint a canvas. Okay. And someone also said to me at the same time that like tint the canvas before you start oil painting, so it just becomes easy to know where you want to lay down the colors. So that's what I did in this. And the mess, if you would have seen the mess after I did this, was like a nightmare, but I cleaned it up, so my table is safe. And next I finally started painting my oil paintings, which I'm really proud of. I haven't completed them even yet. I need to be completing them soon. Okay. So the first, like, I need to be buying more brown oil paint, because the paint that I have right now is really liquidy, even though like it's not even seeming like it's liquidy. But this was the first day, and then the second day when I tried it, it was just like all the oil came out of that pigment, and then it was like the first thing. So uh yeah, so that happened, and then I have to buy a new brown paint because this one is like too liquidy, even when I'm not even adding oil paint to like linseed oil to it. So, and this middle point where the colors are not blended together, it's just something that I wanted to do right now. I was like, let's just do it finally. Okay. I did ask on my Instagram questions you might want me to answer in my recent vlog, and I didn't really answer them. I don't know why. Actually, I did recorded that starting part, and then after that it kind of glitched like the rest of the video, because as I sat down to edit, it kind of glitched in between voices, and then it was not really proper. So I thought I might record all of this again, not all of my vlog obviously. So first I'm gonna start with the question that annoyed me really, really, really much on this, is one of like my best friend asked me to do this because he hates me. Okay, so he said, choose one: no tea or coffee for your whole life, or no Taylor Swift for your whole life. How am I supposed to answer this? Uh, okay, so I listen to Taylor Swift every time, but like no tea and coffee, like I can just switch to decaf. But okay, you're not holding a gun to my head, but if I have to choose right now, I will choose Taylor Swift. But I will continue to do both of the stuff because you're not holding a gun to my head. Okay. Okay, so the second question is, when did you start drawing? I don't really have a date when when I started drawing. It's like I saw like I my mom is also an artist. Like she does not draw anymore, but she used to do paintings which I loved so much, and some of them were even in my house, but now she sold them out. Um, so I did grow up watching her draw. So there is no date of when did I start drawing, but I did take like art seriously in quarantine, because I had nothing to do except for like sit and like be on my phone every time. So I was getting annoyed with that. So she did have her art supply, so I was like, I'm just gonna go and try. If I can say a date where I started taking it seriously, it was in quarantine, most probably. That's when I started my Instagram page also. Okay. So the third question is book of the year, and I do not have one book of the year because I can name you three on top of my list. So first I would say I do have it, right? You cannot actually see it. Okay. Peach Read by Emily Henry. It's one of my favorite books. I still haven't read Happy Place by Emily Henry, but I do want to. Okay, and everyone is saying that book is amazing, so I need to read that. Okay, so I think Beach Read by Emily Henry, The Right Move by Liz Stomford, and Redeem. And actually, these three books I will recommend to you every time because I love them so much. Redeemed, however, is the last book in the Dirty Air series, so I do recommend reading the whole Dirty Air series so you can actually feel that found family trope in Redeemed. Okay, uh, moving on to the next question. It's like when will part 3 of bucket list destination comes? I am guilty of like stopping midway of so many series of like painting series. I did painted one, like I almost painted. Actually, wait, I did the base layer of the third part, but the mistake I did is that I didn't know I was recording, okay, and I forgot to record the part of the third series, so I will just paint it and then post it as a post on Instagram so you can see it, and then we'll continue with the series hopefully soon because in midway I was like having sort of like breakdowns and all because like I wasn't getting any views, and then I saw people saying that like if you're getting this many views your account might delete in these days, and I'm like, I've worked on this account for 3 years and you're telling me that my account will get deleted and I cannot control my views. Like these are the views I'm getting. And then I started posting about 1989 because I was so excited about it, and I started getting more views. So yeah, so I think I will continue hopefully soon. Hopefully after I think I have enough of bookmarks because I have like I have a stack of bookmarks with me right now. Okay. The next question is, what is art for you? Why do you want to become an artist? If you would have asked me like 6 months ago, I would have told you that I love nature, so I like to capture nature in my art, so that is art for me. But recently, I started painting my emotions in art. Like I painted the Shadow of the Mind painting. So I kind of say that like I love nature, so I like to capture it in my art. And the second is recently I've started expressing my emotions in my art, so that is art for me. I don't think I have that like a strong answer of why do I wanted to become an artist. It's something that I really loved, and it's something that I saw my mom doing since like I was little. So naturally I kind of developed an interest in art since I was really little, and then I wanted to do that when I grow up, so that is why I wanted to become an artist. And the last question, I think so, this is the last question I'm going to answer. The last question is, what do you do when you feel unproductive? And I think I have discussed this in my first ever vlog. This is the reason, like this is kind of what I do, a part of what I do. I do change up like my surroundings a bit as my like if I'm not feeling productive at my table, I will just go to my terrace, or like I have a walk somewhere in my neighborhood and something really catches my eye, and then I started drawing again. But if I'm not being productive for a long period, I just take a piece of paper and start scribbling on it. So like some more like that scribble like sparks some productivity in me, and like I just get back on work. That just really sometimes clicks. I don't really have like some people have a ritual of what they do when they do not feel productive. I don't really have that. I just do what I think will just spark some like productivity in me. Okay, and that is all the questions that, like, not all the questions, but yeah, that is most of the questions I have answered from the Q&A, and I think I might do like more of these are interesting. This is the end of video, and because it's also the end of October, so I thought why not go through I'm not gonna discuss all the books that I read in October, but I'm only gonna discuss all the books that I read on the physical TBR, which was my goal for September and October. In September, I didn't read at all. Like, I just read 2 to 3 books, and in October, which was a month, I thought I would read a lot because so many books were coming out. Caught Up by Liz Stofford came out. um, Hopeless by Elsie Silver came out, and then recently on 31st of October, is yesterday, The Graham Effect, which is the spin-off series of the off-campus series by Eric Kennedy, came out. And that is the book that I'm really excited about, but I'm not gonna read it right now because there are so many books that I am in the middle of that I need to be completing. There is, however, this one book, I'm not gonna share the name because I don't even remember the name of that book, but that book is it just pissed me off so much. And I think it was a duology, and the first book, in the starting of that first book, I was like, okay, normal. I was in the mood to read some dark romance, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with this one. And then I started reading it, and in the starting it was not even that bad, okay. And in the ending came off, or the first book of the duology, and guess what? 70% through the first book, I wasn't even that mad. And then the male characters, not even the MMC, like I even hated the MMC in that book. Like, I did love the FMC, but like the MMC was like, as it was progressing to the second book, it had some miscommunication trope where FMC was like, she was going to the MMC and I was like, let me explain the MMC. I don't want to listen to you. I was like, God, just go and listen to her. You're thinking of everything wrong, okay? And then other than that, the male characters in that book was like, I don't know how to even say that. Like, is there even a word for how to describe them? Because they think like they think of they think less for women, and I was like, not for me. So these are the 3 books that I read on my physical TBR. I did complete Twisted Games. Actually, after I completed Twisted Games, I think I haven't read a single book. I did even like read 2 to 3 pages of Twisted Hate, and then I was like, uh, it's not giving the same vibes as Reese Larson. So I was like, and this book, I don't know why I was scared for the plot for this book, and this is just so good. And at first I thought Twisted Lies is on top of my list, but now Twisted Game is on top of my list. Okay, the second book that I read in the month of October is A Million Kisses in a Lifetime, which I bought in the last vlog. And I actually read it like half, not, no, I actually read it, and then I was like, I'm in the mood for this again, so I reread it. And it's good, but it's not great. Like, it's a fair 3.5 stars, not a 5 stars, because there are so many things that I think that they could have added more. But yeah, this is that. Like, Twisted Games is my only, actually this is the only 5-star review that I gave in this month. And actually no, but this is a reread, so I did rated this back in May. But I reread Beach Read by Emily Henry. I don't even want to say anything else. Like, this book is actually everything Emily Henry writes, I think, is a masterpiece, because I've seen everyone talk about Happy Place, People We Meet on Vacation, or like You and I on Vacation. There are 2 titles for the same book. And then Book Lovers. Book Lovers is the book that I want to read, but you know, I kind of get scared for books because I'm like, I like this book. What if I don't like that one? It's just like the people pleaser in me. It was like, I have to like that book even though I don't. Okay, and I did progressed on that, but not that much. Okay, so I did reread The Beach Read. Okay, so the only reason I reread this because this is like one of my top books of 2023, and I wanted to read people we meet on vacation. I have this book from May, and I'm like, what if I don't like it? What if this is the what ifs in my mind that is like holding me back from reading this book. And as soon as I read this, I'm like, I need another Emily Henry book, even though I have one, I haven't read it. Okay, so after I read this and this one, and I was like, I need another Emily Henry book, and I went on to buy another Emily Henry book. And as I went into Amazon, it says that Emily Henry's Happy Place is only one left in stock, and then there was the hardcover, which I saw Emily Henry's Happy Place in the bookstore in my town, and then it was this big than the other Emily Henry books, and I was like, that might not look good in my shelf. Definitely, because you know what I did with It Starts With Us. I bought the Simon and Schuster's copy of this one, and I have, where is that? Wait a minute, where it is. And then I have the Ataria publishing of It Ends With Us. So like, look at this. This does not look good on my shelf. And so I put it like on the mini shelf I have here, so that I don't have to look at it every day. And it was like, why did I do that? And I did pre-order it, so I didn't know the size until it came to me, and I was like, wait, that's not that's not the size of my other books. And I have to live with it like for the rest of my life, if this will taunt me in my bookshelf. And so I thought, back to the topic. Okay, so I thought I'm not gonna do the same with Happy Place. So it's like, I don't really own a hardcover. Like, I do own one of The Crimes of Grindelwald, but it's not on this shelf because this shelf is really mini, so it's on my other shelf. But I thought, like, why not go ahead and buy Happy Place hardcover? So I did, and it will come out next week or so. But I'm really happy about it. So so that is all. That's all the books I read in. That's not all the books, but that's all the books I read on my physical TV in the month of October. I'm still living in August, even though it's November now, almost. So hope you really like this vlog. I will see you all in the next vlog. If you want to follow me on all my social medias, I'll link down below, so you can go and follow me there. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.